Please stand for the playing of America the Beautiful by the Bellevue High School Band. Our American Legion color guard will now advance the colors of our nation. If you're a veteran, please render a hand salute as the colors pass. Please remain standing. We will now recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. On the 11th hour of the 11th day, 11th month of fighting of World War I ended in 1918. The conclusion of the war to end all wars on November 11th became a universally recognized day of celebration. This day, Veterans Day, is a day about remembrance and honoring the brave men and women that have answered when their great nation came calling, since the founding of our great country. These men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty. They left their families, their homes, and their ordinary not for recognition or fame or even the honor that we bestow upon them today. They fought to protect our country and remain and maintain our way of life. As we honor our veterans and remember their great deeds, let us also salute those who are currently fighting for our freedom. The defense of freedom is not just for those in the military, but for each and one of us to share that duty and responsibility. The March of the Armed Forces Band will now be played by the band. Veterans, please stand when your band is on. I now have the honor of presenting our speaker for today's program, an Army veteran of 31 years in Bellevue Zone, Command Sergeant Major Rick Ernst.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How the heck are you? So I'm a graduate here of BHS. Class 81, that's back when you used to have to walk uphill both ways, in the snow, maybe in a Pinto. But it's a pleasure to be here. I'd like to thank American Legion Post 273 and Mr. Helmer, Mr. Director, Mrs. Hart, Administrator, Market Principal Jeffrey Kaiser, for giving me this opportunity to speak to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and of course the students of Bellevue and Marquette, welcome to this Veterans Day celebration. It's a privilege and honor to be here with you today. Today we pause to honor our veterans for Veterans Day. As the commander said, typically observe the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. It was the cessation of conflict in World War I, which officially ended with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919. It became known as Armistice Day, and the first anniversary of World War I, Congress passed a resolution to observe that day. Felt it was described his solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in country service, President Woodrow Wilson established it 106 years ago. Shortly after that, the American Legion was formed. Now let's talk a little bit about service in Iowa and Bellevue. Some facts show that during the Civil War, per capita, Iowa had the most servicemen in the Civil War who were of military age. In the 100 plus years since the end of World War I, these veterans have defeated tyrants, totalitarians, and terrorists. Here are some examples of service during World War I. The nation had 10 million soldiers or service members registered. Iowa had 206,000. In Bellevue, there was 101 registrations and about 200 more from nearby townships. Government records indicate some of the surnames were Kiefer, Straight, Meyer, Lundeen, Thomas, Huff, Teese, Shaw, Rolling, Meeninger, Wohlers, Dennison, Sieverding, Cass, Barrett, Schlantz, Felderman, Ginther, Kyle, Teachin, Gleason, Yeager, Hinchin, Manderscheid, Lingle, Reed, Kilberg, and Ernst. While these men served, some didn't make it back. Arnold Brown, Albert Nichols, George Schaub, and Peter Schmidt. Alvin Schrader and John Doherty did not. In World War II, nearly 263,000 Iowans served in that conflict. In Korea, 85,000. In Vietnam, 115,000. Persian Gulf War, that's the first one, 3,000. 885 in Panama and Grenada. And more than 34,000 have served since 9/11. Today there are nearly 200,000 veterans in Iowa. I see I got a veteran service guy here, maybe he can correct me, but I think that number's pretty good. By any measure, Iowans have continued to serve our country in remarkable numbers. Here's some of their stories. We have a history of Medal of Honor winners in Iowa. The Medal of Honor is the United States' highest and most prestigious personal military decoration that is awarded to recognize U.S. military service which distinguishes themselves with acts of valor. Since 1861, there have been 3,522 Medal of Honor recipients. Iowa has 113. Some of those notables are Lieutenant Vernon Baker of Clarinda for actions in Italy during World War II. Vernon was the only living Black American belatedly awarded the Medal of Honor. Staff Sergeant Sulla Gintu lived in Clinton and Dubuque and Cedar Rapids. He joined the Army as an airborne infantryman in 2003, shortly after 9/11. Sal distinguished himself by acts of gallantry at the risk of his life and above and beyond the call of duty while serving as a rifle team leader in Company B, 2nd Battalion, 503rd Infantry Regiment during combat operations against an armed enemy in the Oregon Valley. Just that terrain was tough work, and let alone getting pummeled with artillery rounds and mortar rounds and shot at. And summing up his life prior to joining the Army, Salvador said, "The first 18 years of my life in Iowa, and I've been an Iowan, with characteristic humility," he added, "every one person who touched my life has made me what I am today." He is the first living Medal of Honor winner since the Vietnam War. Another one was some folks in here probably recognize. Sergeant First Class Terrell Pastor was shot and killed in Afghanistan on a mission. He was training in the Afghan National Police. Another soldier, Master Sergeant Todd Everly of Marshtown, Iowa, neutralized the rogue Afghan National Policeman responsible for the act. Everly received a Bronze Star with B device for his quick actions. He is currently active with his VSO in Des Moines and the American Legion and VFW there. These distinguished Iowans have represented the thousands who have served before them, but once they get out, then they go on to do other great things. A lot of times veterans are called to service, so they go on to be teachers, lawyers, first responders, farmers, tradesmen, and many other professions. and they always get to carry that title veteran. Today we salute their service, and we keep it in our thoughts and prayers. Honoring the service of veterans must go further than just saying thanks. So here are some things you can do. They willingly sacrifice, and by that I mean they go out from their families, they go out from seeing bursts and holidays and time with friends, and they continue to do that in spite of those hardships. Today, it's 24 years later since 9/11, we still have soldiers in harm's way. The call for us to honor them is even greater. It has been said that George Washington once said, "The willingness with which our young are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional to how they perceive veterans of earlier wars were treated and appreciated." So how do you properly thank a veteran? Well, it can be as simple as just saying thank you. But I challenge you to some other things. I encourage you to be a volunteer. Parents and other community members, you show a great example to our youth by becoming volunteers in our community. Volunteer with your church, the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, or volunteer fire and ambulance, first responders. Join a BSO, join the American Legion Auxiliary, join the Sons of the American Legion, or any of the other BSOs you're qualified for. Assist with the Quilts of Valor quilters. They do a great service to our veterans. So students, I challenge you to look for a mentor. Soon you'll be adulting yourself. Choose a mentor, somebody you can emulate, and probably it'll be somebody in this community that's already doing volunteerism. So follow their lead. Become a volunteer fireman, become a volunteer ambulance. Help mentor a child in a younger grade, help them learn them to read, or if they're struggling with any other subject, become a tutor. Be sure you register for selective service. And yes, at least consider serving. But don't serve to get the college benefits. Don't serve to get the benefits of pension. Serve to serve a greater purpose. You can also live your life by being good Americans. Live your lives well and strive to be productive citizens. We got a 250th birthday coming up for the country. We participate in our community events on that. By the way, the Army is 1 year older than the nation. Go Army, be Navy. And oh, by the way, Marines, happy belated birthday yesterday. 250, again, Army. Root for you. Go Army, be Navy. So this Veterans Day, honor every soldier, Marine, sailor, airman, and Space Force Guardian, and Coast Guardsman who have given some of their best years of their life to serve our country. One last thing I'd like to do is thank the American Legion and give you a little facts about the American Legion, who always sponsor this event every year since, I don't know how long it's been exactly. I remember when I was in high school back again, you know, up and down and doing both ways. The American Legion was founded in 1919. It was founded by World War I veterans, and some of their pillars are service and advocacy. Take care of veterans, take care of our military personnel, and they have programs for youth and promoting patriotic values. There are 55 plus departments in 50 states, as well as the District of Columbia, France, Mexico, the Philippines, and Puerto Rico. I even know somebody on the coast of the Philippines. Current national membership is around 1.6 million, combined with the American Legion Auxiliary, Sons of the American Legion. Membership in the family of the American Legion exceeds probably 3 million. But the American Legion membership is open to all veterans. The Legion has been instrumental in creating a lot of things. They've helped the formation of the Department of Veterans Affairs. They helped with the U.S. flag code passage, the passage of the GI Bill, which is phenomenal. If you know somebody that's a veteran that needs to use those benefits, see me, I got a plan for you. And they donate a lot. It's estimated that there's 3.7 million hours of volunteer service happens because of them. They provide assistance for VA benefits and claims cases. They've awarded over 8,000 medals to junior ROTC students. They sponsored 2,500 scouting units, serving 64,000 young people, more than 4 million in college scholarships. So closing, on this Veterans Day, reflect with pride all these people. There's 20 million veterans walking among us. So with that, I say, I kind of used the 3 B's. Be brief, be brilliant, but I'll be gone. But rest assured, the foundation of where it all started was right here in Bellevue. So, with that, if anybody got a question, I'll take some questions. Anything at all, any question at all. Distance to the moon, 238,855 miles. How many electrons in a lithium atom? 3. Yeah, I got it all. Just whatever you want. No questions? I yield the floor.
3-round volley in the playing attack will now be conducted by the American Legion Fire Squad. During the playing attack, veterans, please render your hand salute. If you're not a veteran, please place your right hand over your heart. Please stand if able. Please stay standing for the retirement of the colors. of the Bellevue American Legion Auxiliary will present oath of ballot.
Good morning. We are the local Quilts of Valor group that do the quilts here in Bellevue and for Jackson County. We're one of the groups in Jackson County. Today, we're presenting a quilt to Dale Willman. Dale, if you would come up, we will show you your quilt. I will ask Dale to stay up here, take one of the chairs, and when we're all done, if some people want to come and take pictures, that would be great. I was reflecting last night about the number of veterans that I have in my family. I was going back to World War I, coming forward to current day, and I counted, without really a lot of effort, 20 of family members. Uncles, cousins, husbands, brothers, nieces and nephews, and great nieces and nephews. So I tell you that I appreciate all of you veterans that have served our country and have kept us safe. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies. Bellevue Elementary Choir will say veterans we love you. behalf of the American Legion Post 273, I'd like to thank everyone for their attendance and their time, and remind everyone that freedom isn't free. I'd also like to thank all those who made this program possible. The Bellevue High School bands and choirs, Ms. Weber and her class for publishing the events program, the Bellevue High School for the use of their gym, Command Sergeant Major Rick Arns for his speech, and the ladies of the Bellevue American Auxiliary for both of them. Veterans and their families are welcome to go to the Rise and Hall for lunch served by Bellevue Student Council. Everybody have a great day.
All right, thank you to the Bellevue American Legion, for everyone for attending today. We really appreciate it, and thank you to all our veterans for your service. We really do appreciate it. At this time, as far as dismissal, we're going to have Marquette Catholic's going to go first. If they can head out the southwest doors, and then if any community members need to leave, they can head out.